Welcome to this comprehensive exploration of astrological houses, their meanings, and planetary influences. This presentation will guide you through the intricate system of houses that forms the foundation of natal chart interpretation. Understanding these celestial domains is essential for any serious student of astrology seeking to deepen their practice and analytical skills. The houses in astrology are formed as Earth rotates on its axis from west to east. As we observe the horizon, we witness the zodiac signs rising one after another, with each sign reappearing at the eastern horizon approximately every 24 hours. The Ascendant, or the first house, represents the zodiac sign rising on the eastern horizon at the moment of an event or birth. Each subsequent house is counted from this point, creating 12 domains that govern different aspects of human experience. The first house of self governs physical appearance, personality, character, health, intellect, longevity, fortune, honor, and how we present ourselves to the world, with the sun as its significator. The second house rules wealth, family resources, speech, right eye, teeth, food, observation skills, jewellery, precious stones, and can indicate unnatural relationships or potential loss through enemies, with Jupiter as its significator. The third house represents younger siblings, cousins, neighbors, courage, valor, short journeys, communication, writing, reporting, education, and intellectual capacity, with Mars and Mercury as its significators. The fourth house is the domain of home, property, domestic environment, education, hidden treasures, private affairs, hereditary tendencies, and later life, with the moon as its significator. The fifth house governs children, intelligence, fame, creative expression, romance, pleasure, speculation, artistic talent, games, and competitions, with Jupiter as its significator. The sixth house addresses disease, debt, disputes, enemies, service, daily work, subordinates, pets, and health challenges, with Mars and Saturn as its significators. The seventh house of partnership governs marriage, spouse's personality, business partnerships, open enemies, litigation, public relations, and one's influence abroad, with Venus as its significator. The eighth house rules longevity, death, inheritance, legacy, insurance, obstacles, accidents, hidden wealth, psychological depth, and extramarital affairs, with Saturn as its significator. The ninth house represents higher learning, philosophy, religion, long journeys, grandchildren, spiritual practices, dreams, and communication with the metaphysical realm, with Sun and Jupiter as its significators. The 10th house governs career, reputation, authority, public standing, father, employers, professional success, and karma. It represents our life's work and achievements, with Mercury, Sun, Jupiter, and Saturn as its significators. The 11th house gains prosperity, fulfillment of desires, friendships, elder siblings, recovery from illness, and success in undertakings, with Jupiter as its significator. The 12th house represents loss, expenditure, isolation, confinement, foreign lands, spiritual liberation, donations, luxuries, and separation from loved ones, with Saturn as its significator. The Sun represents father figures, personal influence, vitality, power, and one's core essence. It illuminates the houses it touches with visibility and importance. The Moon governs mother figures, mind, emotions, instincts, the subconscious, and our intuitive responses to life's circumstances. Mars signifies brothers, courage, energy, passion, aggression, and our capacity to take initiative. It brings dynamism to any house it influences. Mercury rules profession, speech, education, communication, intellect, and our analytical abilities. It governs how we process information. Jupiter, the great benefic, signifies children, wealth, prosperity, expansion, wisdom, and spiritual growth. Jupiter brings abundance and good fortune to the houses it influences. Venus, the lesser benefic, governs marriage relationships, material comforts, pleasure, art, beauty, and harmony. Venus brings grace and refinement to its domains. Saturn, the great malefic, represents longevity, discipline, restriction, delays, sorrows, and karmic lessons. Saturn brings structure and tests to the houses it occupies. Rahu, the north node, represents maternal relations, obsession, worldly desire, expansion, and foreign influences. Rahu brings intensity and developments to the houses it touches. Ketu, the south node, signifies paternal relations, spirituality, detachment, past life karma, and sudden severances. Ketu brings spiritual insights and dissolution to its domains. The nodes act as shadow planets, carrying significant weight in astrological practice, particularly regarding karmic patterns and evolutionary direction. Astrological houses have interrelationships that reveal complementary life areas, harmonious connections, and tension challenges. Opposite houses balance each other, such as the 1st and 7th houses, showing how personal identity relates to relationships. Trine houses, like 5th and 9th, connect self-expression, creativity, and wisdom in supportive ways. Square houses, such as 4th and 10th, create tension and challenges that drive growth, focusing on personal identity, foundations, relationships, and career. Astrological houses are categorized by element and modality, representing initiation, action, and cardinal energy. Angular houses, 1, 4, 7, 10, are the most potent, governing primary life areas such as self, home, relationships, and career. Succeeding houses, 2, 5, 8, 11, represent stability, resources, and fixed energy, sustaining angular houses through wealth, creativity, transformation, and community. Cadent houses, 3, 6, 9, 12, represent adaptability, communication, and mutable energy, facilitating transition through learning, service, philosophy, and spiritual release. In chart reading, begin by identifying house positions to see which signs occupy which houses in the natal chart, and which planets occupy which houses. This establishes the basic framework for interpretation. Analyze house rulers to examine the rulers of each house and their placements. For example, if Cancer rules the 7th house, look at the moon's position to understand relationship dynamics. Consider planetary aspects to see how planets in or ruling houses relate to each other. Harmonious aspects suggest ease, while challenging aspects indicate tension. Finally, synthesize meanings by combining house significations with planetary influences to develop a comprehensive interpretation that represents the native's free will and potential for growth.